I'm SillyPseudonym, playing yet some more Nova Drift. Had a suggestion for a build that just fills the screen with bullets, so yeah, I thought I'd give it a try and see what that looks like exactly. Probably want the split shot. There we go. Go down the volley tree and see what we can get. But yeah, Joshua Pipa, I think that's how you pronounce it, made that suggestion. It sounded fun enough. Temporal shields, sure, why not? Maybe we could have some fun with that. Already saved us a little bit of health right there. And I think we just go with the salt. If we want to maximize how many projectiles we have on the screen, well, improved rate of fire, projectile spread, projectile velocity, chance of empowering shots, reduction to the mobility reducing effects of any weapons you fire. That seems pretty good to me. Targeting is actually somewhat tempting here. The downside is it's less filling the screen with bullets. It does reduce our velocity, but it does give us 2 projectiles if we get down here to convergence. I kind of think targeting's against the spirit, is to fill the screen. Targeting is going to narrow it. Probably is more effective, but it's going to narrow things. Magnitude we can take. Now I don't know if I want anything else here because of the rate of fire reduction, but we can take the magnitude, or I could just take the improved thrust. Let's take the improved thrust. That will allow us to maneuver a little bit better. And maybe even get Warp Strike. If we really want to fill the screen with bullets, we probably want Warp Strike. Maybe Mines and Interceptors. I'm just trying to think of all the ways we can maximize the number of bullets we have on the screen. Those are the most obvious ones. Our little temporal shield slowing down these attacks, and that is very nice to observe. You can see the effect there. Wouldn't mind picking up that shield effect radius if there's no weapon-related mods available. Would like that deadly weight, but here's the volley. I don't think we want firing array. But do we want focus fire? Focus fire, I guess, is worse than firing array in terms of reducing the spread of our bullets, so would like the fire rate, would like these 2 constructs. Let's go firing array. Wouldn't mind this deadly wake, maybe even this tempest break. Wouldn't mind the shield effect radius. Let's go for the deadly wake. Again, we can move down towards Warp Strike and miss out on that juicy convoy, unfortunately, but that's not surprising. Yeah, I don't like how this firing array reduces the size and damage of the outer reaches, but it's still decent. I don't want the burst fire. I'd love the firing rate, but I don't like the burst fire. Faster shield, obsession. I guess mines, loaded mines, is another way, once again, of just getting more bullets on the screen. Let's try to keep on that path. And I should just turn that on. Playing with the architect always means having to shift around our deployment patterns. I do want that fusillade, and I do want this ally. Let's get the fusillade. That's going to be the biggest possible increase to our bullets on screen at the same time. Well, fine, I'll just kill this convoy instead. Alright, shield, you can come back anytime you want. And then die immediately. Well, We'll make do, we'll make do. I do like that Maelstrom, but Loaded Mines, let's stick with what we know. I do want the velocity, but the blink is going to help me fight Omega. We will eventually need that velocity down to snipe if we want the warp strike, and we do. But I really want the maneuverability that blink will provide us. We do not want that. Wouldn't mind this. Burnout reactors could give us something. Could just take this shield effect radius though. As well as increasing shield effect power, so we slow things down even more and even further away than we used to. Do we want the ally or the fire rate? Let's get the ally going. I guess the real question is, what about siege weaponry? Siege weaponry will allow me to produce a lot more attack, but it also means self-damage, which will prevent me from firing for a while I wait for my hull and shields to recover. Mostly hull. I don't know what the math is on that. I generally shy away from siege weaponry unless I know going into it what it's probably going to look like. Wouldn't mind the Manitou, but that's nanotech regeneration. Elegant construction would be nice, as would be retribution. Don't know if I want Apex machinery. That would allow me to get another rate of fire increase out for our construct, but it would A, mean giving up our shield, and B, giving us a little bit more reason to be defensive. Overseer definitely is not the option here because it will reduce things far too much. I'll take the shield cooldown though. And that's why I wanted the blink. This part right here. Just slow things down a bit. Alright, just a few more enemies to kill and we should be good to go. Good, good. Start planting a few mines in here. Couldn't quite get there in time. But that's okay, we did enough damage. We can do a magnitude. We probably don't want anything else in that tree, but the magnitude is just a positive benefit. No downside to our rate of fire or anything like that. Just bigger, more damaging attacks. And I guess just having larger projectiles counts a bit towards the trying to fill the screen with bullets. I suppose that will work. Yeah, we don't want the payload because I don't want the reduction rate of fire. I do want this rapid fire, however. That's an increase to the rate of fire. We like that. Okay, let us get through here. And through here. Come on. Again, I'm not so sure about shielded constructs. Burnout reactors is tempting. As is Warpath. I don't try Leaf often. Maybe I should this time. At the very least, I do want Warpath. I know that much. No guesswork in that one. Just want that increased rate of fire, even if it's temporary. Temporary increase is still an increase. There's the velocity. Don't like you, dear Celestial and Tracer. Do like Temporal Shield slowing down some of these attacks. Don't like that I got so close I couldn't avoid that hit. Oops, about to kill myself. That wouldn't be very good. Yeah, just keep running into enemies. I'm sure there'll be no negative consequences for that decision. No. It's fine. It's fine. Don't want the calibration. Retribution's fine. Go for the burnout reactors or go for the regeneration? Do feel like we could definitely use some regeneration. Galvanic is tempting here. The shield effect power means we slow down things even more when they get close to us. I think I take this. The extra burn damage still provides us with something. Still need interceptors going. May want corrosion here. Just to help us spread some extra damage around. The boost is definitely helping our rate of fire. We just need to keep the boost up all the time. I'm sure that's doable. Ooh, Juggernaut, you're a bit tanky. Bit heavy on the health. Yeah, this is definitely where you want. Maybe some corrosion. Help with that burn damage. You know, just get another source of damage going here to really speed things up. I already talked about why I'm worried about siege weaponry. Blast radius would be fine. Don't want the mine specialization. Okay, here's a choice. Erosion, which helps me now, or evolution, which helps me get interceptors. I think I take this corrosion just because I think that is going to be very helpful in getting past this enemy and Scion. Scion is definitely going to be a problem if we can't do something like have this corrosion build up and get us some extra burn damage going. Oops, need to be careful here. But we've almost got its number. Okay. And another one, of course. Well, you won't be as bad as the last one. And more convoys. Fair number of convoys this round. Rather surprised. Pleasantly so. I could try for deflagration. It's fine. We can go without. Don't want the burst fire. I already spoke about why. Volatile shields and adaptive armor both good. Really hoping to see that ally evolution option again. But we're just not going to. I'll sell for the snipe though. That unlocks the warp strike as an option. And it does provide a little extra damage and range, essentially. It's projectile speed and all that fun stuff. Hello, Comet. Haven't seen you too often this time around. Let's just take the shield durability and fight our good friend Scion here. Hello, Scion. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. This is a blatant lie. Okay, we're doing decent damage. Oh dear, did we mess up Scion? Scion does not seem to be, there we go. Scion was just a little lost. Just need a little time to think. I get that way too sometimes. Just get a little overwhelmed. Need a little breather, a little time for consideration. And that is the evolution, so now we just have to look out for that interceptor upgrade, and we'll be good to go. Maybe we should try Essence Sap Siege Weaponry. Corrosion is somewhat worse for that. But maybe we could produce enough projectiles to make up for it once we have interceptors going as well. Maybe. Well, we can start heading down that path. And I also suppose, didn't think about this earlier, but Terminate has a rate of fire increase, so that is within our prerogative, getting that rate of fire up even higher. So I guess to an extreme level, we could look for charge shot for charged mines, but I don't really know if that will make more projectiles so much as stronger projectiles. Could be wrong. Could very much be wrong there. But it's so expensive I don't particularly feel like finding out this time around. Maybe later. This will unlock burnout reactors. Give it a try. Give it a try. Okay, these waves are not so much of a problem. We just have such a high level of area coverage, it's just not too much of a challenge, really. These enemies are a little bit more problematic. Almost. So much easier with this temporal shield to slow things down a bit. Tempting orbs, but not today. Interceptor. Help me out here. Let's just get some more area coverage. And that's a war. This wave is not going to be too much of a trouble. Interceptor will help us out, the mines will help us out, and we can always blink around. Now, as we destroy the enemy and they get more and more energy attacks, that's going to be a problem. But with this warp strike, we have a little bit more ordnance to play with. At the very least, our ordnance can hit more things more often. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Slowly. Yeah, this is not going to be a boss killer, but it is pretty good at crowd control, as one might expect. It struggles against these tankier enemies, but it's pretty good against everything else. Pretty good, pretty good. Do need to remember, screen wrapping is dangerous now. Hurts, it burns. Well, it damages. Come on. It's always fun to watch these with the temporal shield. They're just so slow, so very, very slow. There we go. Burnout reactor? Don't mind if I do, though. Evolutionary niche. Improves our body's unique power by 10%, including our rate of fire. I think we actually should go for that. I think that is the best way that we have left to increase our rate of fire without, I guess, the siege weaponry upgrade. I don't think I want to take that without either the essence sap or the regeneration boost. Do want outmaneuver into overpower. Do want that. There we go. Don't want the wingman. Though I suppose in a different world we could try wingman with overclock for rate of fire. But we really won't engineer for that kind of build. Don't really need the evasion. But I suppose that could help us keep Interceptor alive. Blast Radius would have been good here. But again, I feel like I'm trying to focus on getting a lot of bullets out on the screen while also having a build that's still decent. Decently survivable, put it that way. At least till, say, wave 100. If we can beat Seraph, we're fine. That's sort of my measuring stick here. Sorry, getting a little distracted. Let our minds do some of that work for us. Happy to see it, happy to see it. Got to fight Seraph. What we got? What we got? I don't really like any of these. I guess reflexive shields is okay, as is retribution. Let's get reflexive shields. Got rid of most of you. And here's our good friend Seraph. Not sure that was a good idea, but you know what? It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Unless the shielder protects Seraph. Then things are no longer fine. That was a good shot, shielder. Gotta admit, that was actually a pretty good shot. I'm surprised, impressed. Your replacement, on the other hand, did not do well. Going to need to take some remedial targeting classes. Okay, good. This is taking far too long. Our damage output is insufficient. Happily take the boost, but even with the boost, you see how long it takes us to kill that shielder. Is it time for the burnout reactors and hope for the best? Let's try it. That will increase our... Oops, that's a message. I'll get that later. Anyway, that will increase our rate of fire for the tiny itty bitty price of slowly killing any construct we have. Not sure about the trade-off there, but you know what? I'm sure we'll be fine. And by I'm sure we'll be fine, I'm hoping we'll be fine. Yeah, that's a problem. At least we're close enough that we could use the shield effect to slow down those plasma orb attempts. Shielder. You are prolonging this fight unnecessarily. Right. Right. Slowly. Slow. Very slowly. At least that time we did not get Seraph protected. Right, this time we will, though. That's not helping. That's not helping at all. One more time. I'm sure that's all we need. One more time. By one more time, I meant 2 more times. 2 more times is all we need. 2 more times. Two more times is all we need, right? 2 more times. 2 more times. Okay, we're good. All right, this is pretty screen filling, I'd say. It's not the most amazing in the world, but decent. We'll take this terminate. It is a rate of fire increase. And it would have been nice when fighting Seraph just then. Not gonna lie, it would have been nice. But yeah, now our rate of fire is even higher. I think the only other thing we're looking for really is overpower. That's the only upgrade I would take without hesitation. Alright, I'm going this way. Came close, Comet, you came close. Ah, good. Got to it before the shield could. Unfortunately, this kind of build does not scale well into the higher levels for obvious reasons. Enemy health outscales your ability to increase rate of fire or anything like that, so even high damage builds eventually die, but yeah, low damage builds suffer even more. Alright, outmaneuver. That'll get us down to overpower. Let's see if we survive long enough to actually get there. Let us see. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, you tried, Comet, you tried. If they didn't have that shield, you would be golden. Okay, good. Ooh, not so good. Little boost helps along the way. And, ooh, I do want that mastery, but I also want that overpower. Take that overpower and hope that's not a horrible mistake. Hello, Bulwark. Have we seen one of you before? Feels like we haven't, which also feels very strange considering how far we've gotten. Maybe just one? Feels like we have not seen many Bulwarks, if any at all, this run. Don't recall. Of course, that's a problem when playing this game for 2 or 3 hours in a row. All the runs do sort of start mixing together. But yeah, it does feel like we haven't seen very many Bulwarks. Far fewer than normal this time around. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? Running away from the mines. I see. Glad someone told me. Doop, doop, doop. I'm out of that. We only have 3 rerolls. Let's go for it. And there's the mastery. Fine. We'll try it. Better than nothing, I suppose. Sure. Don't really want any of these. I guess the armor. But yeah, our rate of fire is much higher now. Now we truly have reached something approaching our final form. But our interceptor can fire more often, we can fire more often, thanks to that combination of overpower and mastery. And even our mines fire more powerful bursts. Pretty good deal. Not too bad, not too bad. I could try rampages. That's probably a bit much. Priority 0 is fine. Helps us replace our interceptor. That's what I'm looking for. Faster. Could take the shield, but I don't know. I kind of like the larger radius. Maybe just stick with what we know. Oops, did not see you there. Yeah, this is going to, as I say, this is likely to kill us. Well, we got a brief moment in the sun. That was pretty fun. Not very powerful, I have to admit. It was probably not the way to go if you want a strong build. But it was a fun one. It was fun. Only battle I really felt annoyed by the lower damage level was in Seraph. Seraph drug on a bit too long. But the rest of it was pretty enjoyable. Ah well. Interesting little suggestion. Glad I tried it. Trying to think of anything else I need to say. There seems like there's something else. Anyway, thank you to Pipa for making that suggestion. As always, thank you all for stopping by.